Using this is pretty much all you need for making videos. You don't need a fancy camera. You know, every time I bring this and this only, like my phone, to shoot things, I always start with like, I guess I'll use this, and then I use the zoom lens, and then punch out to like a 24 mil, all in the same shot, and that reminds me why this is incredible, and I honestly love shooting with this camera. I need to get over there, and there's this empty lot. I guess I'll just cut through to whoever purchased this lot. I didn't mess anything up. I just needed to get to this side. And thank you for letting me use your lot. I've heard this saying from multiple people. I'm not really sure who actually originally said it, but I've heard it from a couple of different people. And basically, the saying is the best camera is the one that you have on you, and that basically refers to whatever camera you currently have is the best camera. And a lot of times it's just going to be this phone. I think a lot of times for people that are interested in video, photo, or whatever, they can get really bogged down in the gear, myself included. What I've been trying to do recently is if I see a shot that this lens, this 12 to 24 lens on the Sony camera just can't get, I try to remind myself that I have a perfectly good zoom lens right here, and honestly half the time it works just fine for what I'm doing. And that way I'm able to get the shot the way that I kind of wanted to, but I'm not having to carry around a big 7200. This also may or may not be because I broke our 7200 and we have yet to fix it, but that's beside the point. My only complaint with this is when you initially bring it into the zoom, it does this little weird like vibration thingy. But you have to just wait like 2 seconds and then it's totally fine. I just wish that Apple would fix that. Just in case you missed that, those last couple of clips, there's a bird that washed up on the beach and it couldn't fly, so my mom called animal control, and they're coming to pick it up. Also, all those shots that you saw were shot on this. This is the first time I've taken this thing out since at the house. It looks pretty good.
Found out what kind of bird it was. There's somebody on its way. Hi.
Somebody should be here in a few minutes to pick him up. Very exciting day at the beach. That's the bird going into a cat carrier. And is there anything else to add, or did I pretty much cover it?
That's it.
There's a wedding going on over there. When you're making videos, there's a constant struggle of what gear you should take and what gear you should leave behind. And weight and space is a big factor in that. whenever gear comes out that's smaller but still does decent quality, like the DJI Osmo or the Insta360 Go 3, if you can get really good quality from a really small device, that's always a plus, and that means that you're going to be more apt to take it out because it's less of an inconvenience to move with. And apart from breaking my 70-200, using my iPhone as my long lens has been something that I've done on a regular basis for as long as I can remember, and because of that, using this is pretty much all you need for making videos. You don't need a fancy camera. The only time that you start needing other things is going to be stuff like having decent audio or being able to control more interesting lighting conditions. That's where things like this camera are really good, that shoot in 10-bit and S-Log, and that where this camera is still falls short. But basically, with all that being said, if I had to pack super light, my camera setup would be taking this camera and not taking a zoom lens whatsoever, and just relying on my iPhone to get any of the shots that I would possibly need for like tight things. Whenever I do these talking heads, I'll always ask Savannah if that made sense, because half the time it feels like I'm just kind of trying to babble my way through. Is this where you wanted to go?
Yes.
She wanted to go on the top of the hill. I'm going to need Savannah's help for this next segment because the tripod is coming today. And, well, I don't have anything to put you on. It's going to be day 2 of me answering your questions. There's only 2, so it should be pretty quick. Thanks for the quick answer. I'm glad that it helped. Yeah, honestly, I can't take credit for that. Savannah actually suggested it when I was going through like hard drives every other month, and it's honestly worked. I mean, when she told me that I'm only ever going to pull things from the final video anyway, that was kind of like a moment that it clicked. And yeah, I save a lot of money on having to buy hard drives, and I save a lot of money on hard drive space. This comment at the end is very first, thank you for the comment. Honestly, I don't know. I think that space is really interesting, but yeah, I don't know. That'd be amazing if I could do that, though. I just have to figure out logistically what that would look like. Okay, that concludes the question and answers portion. If you're liking this way of like communicating and answering comments, let me know in the comments, because I'm still like iffy about it, if I'm being completely honest. Thank you. So my tripod is. She's a good tripod. Screen recording going.